What up? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's the Diz What It Is podcast. I'm the world famous DJ Diz. I got my right hand man Southside C's with me.
What's poppin'?
Oh yeah, and today our special guest. We have not only one, but we have two special guests. I got my brother Fame P in the building, and we got King Apocalypse in the building. And you know, of course, they formed this group called Braata. So we're gonna talk about their movement, and we're gonna talk hip hop today, man. All day we talking that shit. We got a lot of hip hop topics lined up, man. So y'all tune in, man. It's gonna be a dope ass show. What up, C-Ray? What we looking like, man? How was your week, kid?
Week was good, man. It was hot as hell. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because if it's this hot in July, I'm hating this August thing, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, this August is gonna be stupid. But other than that, man, good productive week. Made some money, you know. Yeah. Investing in some business opportunities. So yeah, it was a good week, man.
Alright, facts.
Growth.
Shout out to everybody working outside in this heat too, man. Shit wicked. But yeah, man, shit been decent too, man. Pretty decent week. I ain't lose no money, so I can't complain. You know what I mean? Everything is on the up and up. Always positive vibes where I'm coming from. Fame P, what up, kid?
What up, though? It's good, yo. It's good to be here. I'm checking y'all podcast out.
You
know what I like the direction and shit. You know, I'm a hip hop nigga, so I'll be all for that. You know what I mean? I like this setup. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. You feeling the vibes, the hip hop vibes in the crib, man.
Yeah.
You and King came through, blessed us. This project y'all got, man, is fire. We're gonna talk about it in a few, man. We're gonna run through some of these topics we got. But the project, the Braata Tape, is out. Y'all been out for 2 weeks. And we're gonna get into that for sure, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have you and King get on the cam. We're gonna switch y'all out about 30 minutes through. It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope.
Like that. That's all right.
What we started, man. What we gonna go, yo? Scream, man. What we look like? It's been the week, man. We was with y'all last week. We back this week. You know we going all the way up.
The DMX Snoop recap.
Alright, bet. We're gonna start there, man, with the verses.
We did talk about that too.
We did. We had
I want to say now, you know what I mean? We might have to check the records. But I said Snoop, right?
I think you did say Snoop.
I think I did say Snoop.
I think everybody said Snoop, and I told y'all niggas beware of the dog.
Yeah, man.
The East Coast dog.
Yo,
I told y'all X is gonna have some shit.
We said Snoop.
I said Snoop.
Who you got? Who you had in that, fam?
X has some shit. X has always had some shit, yo. As far as this versus shit go, in my opinion, Snoop ran that shit. If it wasn't just for the songs, it's how he carried himself during the
energy.
Shit. He's a hip hop nigga, yo. He showed that shit. Like, he ran that shit to me, you know what I'm saying? From a show aspect. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like,
freestyle at the end and all that.
Like,
and he carried, like you said, he carried that shit. When DMX, he picked the shit back up.
It was love, though. It was mutual love. He was just loving the fact that X was there doing his thing. He was ad-libbing his shit. X was ad-libbing his shit. You could see it was a mutual love, you know what I mean? It was a dope battle all the way around. X got shit, it's no denying it. But the shit that Snoop had to go up against the shit that X could play behind it or in front of it, yo, it's just too much, yo. It's just too much, man.
I felt that way before I seen the shit. Before I seen the battle, I was like, yeah, man, Snoop he's gonna body this whole shit. There was only one stumble in there for X for me. First round was tied. But then Snoop kind of came back with some weird shit in the end, but like, you know what I mean? For the most part, that second part of the battle was like, that second half after halftime was crazy, and there was
DMX second half was better.
It was neck and neck.
X didn't even play the joints that I thought he was gonna play. Where was Here Come the Boom, man?
He lost because he didn't play that automatically. That might be my problem. He didn't even play Here Goes the Boom. He automatically lost because you X, nigga. You got to know that that's one of your biggest records.
That's a certified winner.
Damn what numbers did, yo. If that shit comes on, yo, especially after the Elephant Man, the Beanie versus, I mean, not Elephant Man,
Beanie and
Beanie
Bounty Killer.
Yeah. Come on now, like once he would have played that, he would have killed that shit. Snoop would have had to play some Snoop Lion shit behind it. But no Snoop Lion shit.
He didn't do none of that neither.
But that shit
he had some hot records over there too.
And he did.
That Lion shit wouldn't even have matched it.
That Reincarnated joint was crazy. I listened to that joint. That Reincarnated was crazy, and I'm thinking that. I mean, cause didn't Snoop do like a gospel thing too? Snoop kind of got a little shaky to me at one point in time. But when he went to Jamaica and he come back with his Reincarnated album, now he's Snoop Lion and shit. I'm like, oh my god.
He went back to Snoop Dogg though.
None of that was touching.
He went back to Snoop.
No, I'm saying, but some of those records was cool, but he didn't use none of that. What I'm saying is, I heard some records from X that I haven't heard in so long that I almost forgot about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is why I think
it was
X
great.
won.
I feel like it was neck and neck. I feel like that was a tie outside of Snoop performing.
Nah, it's it.
And hosting.
This is why I think X won, right? Now I liked all the Snoop shit, but
Right.
the way I think X won is the songs that we didn't fuck with from X are the songs that the world still fuck with from X. Like I didn't really fuck with like Where the Hood at and Party Up and all those other joints. X Gonna Give It To You and all that. But those were his biggest hits, like Billboard charting. So the world still fuck with them and they still gave him those rounds, even though I was probably like,
You know the shit about those being his biggest hits though? They his trashiest songs, but white people love them shits, bro.
Mhm.
That's why them
White
shits ran up them numbers, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all gonna make white people love to dance to shit like that.
They still play that shit.
Like my nigga.
Is it? And all white venues.
They love that shit. We love that shit, but they love that shit. So
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
his
know what I mean?
biggest shit. But like
That shit is in movies.
I didn't
and
give him those
everything else,
rounds.
So they put shit like that in movies.
We ain't giving those rounds because those are
I didn't
songs
give
that
him
we
those
stopped
rounds.
fucking with X
And
by
that's
then.
what I'm saying.
But the world was still fucking with X and they gave him those rounds, yo.
You don't never stop
They
fucking
did,
with
yo.
X, man. X is iconic. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though.
When it come down to a hip hop Hall of Fame, X is definitely there. But Snoop won.
The
Snoop got too
records that
much shit.
Snoop had to play with,
Yeah,
because
Snoop got
it's
too
the
much
shit about it is, you can throw a certain Snoop song out there and be like, yo, what can X play behind that shit? And there's some X shit that you can do that with, but it's not as many Snoop shits as you can do that with. You know what I'm saying? When that nigga started slinging, it's a doggy dog world, fucking ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Yeah,
like, nigga, it was nothing
with
that
the
X could
K's.
do.
He played all of my classic
that's
joints. What's my
Behind
name?
certain records, X, all his shits was smashes. You know what I'm saying, in the verses, except for of course them tight records. The X Gonna Give It To You is in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Them
joints
tight
that
records,
we
the joints you know
pop
niggas won't
records.
really on.
Pop
Yeah,
X
you know what I
joints.
mean? It's a whole lot of shit we wish we could.
Personally, I feel like that What's My Name X joint might have been inspired by the Snoop What's My Name joint. You know what I'm saying?
They went against
it, you know.
They played
They went
both of those
against
joints
each
back to
other.
back. You know what
It might
I'm
have
saying? So
been.
I
Who
think
you gave it to?
I think it was something
I
that he
think it was
said
Snoop, man.
Snoop did that made him
It's
do
all
something.
good. It's all good. I fuck with Versus, man. I fuck with Swizz and Timbo for keeping this movement going for real. Like, I'm inspired by that shit. I like to see. I think it's gonna transition to something bigger once this whole COVID shit is over.
Right.
The next verses that's up is Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz. And how do y'all feel about that joint right there? Do you think it's fair? One.
No.
And do you think, yeah, why not?
It's not fair.
Why not?
It's
You
not
think
fair.
it's fair?
Ross and 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, Ross would, you know what I'm saying, eat 2 Chainz. That's not me saying that 2 Chainz don't have shit, because that nigga could drop 20 smashes like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the way my ear works, it's more shit that I'd rather hear from Ross, you know what I'm saying, than I would rather hear.
It's a
from
preference.
Chainz,
It's
you
a
know what I mean?
preference battle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like a
King,
lot of these shits.
King, you had something to add on that earlier, man. We was talking about it off camera, man. How you feel about the Rick Ross and 2 Chainz joint, man?
Ross is that's gonna be a landslide, son.
In my
Landslide.
opinion, like,
I mean, like, you know what I mean? I love Titty Boy, but he just gotta, you know what I mean? I mean, he could use his features and shit to come at Ross, but Ross got the features too.
Yeah.
And the solo joint saying it's hard.
Ross is
Yeah.
too big of an artist for 2 Chainz. Even 2 Chainz' last album,
2 Chainz
it was
banging
alright. I
cut
listened to
on
it. I liked
low.
it a little
Yeah.
bit. The Marsh Ambrosia joint was crazy. I think he had a one with
The
Ariana
Ariana
Grande
that was
joint was
fire.
crazy. But when you even on that album, all through that album, he talked about how underrated he was, how, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the 30 was. So he knows what caliber or what folder he in. Ross is out in the stratosphere when it comes to 2 Chainz. And he brought up the old Titty Boy joint. That was one of his biggest records, the Duffel Bag Boy joint.
And
Yeah.
is that a solid win for him? Is the Duffel Bag record a solid, like, yo, this,
here's the thing.
no matter what Ross play, he gonna win that round?
Here's the thing.
Nah.
No, depends
Nah.
on
Here's the thing.
what Ross played.
Ross got some shit.
Right.
Smoke that shit.
Ross
But
got some
on
old
top of
shit
that,
too.
niggas aren't hearing Duffel Bag Boy every day. It's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So when a nigga play that shit, it's the woof.
That's a
yeah,
spring
that
break.
shit.
That's
It's
a
an
spring break,
automatic.
4th of July.
Yeah,
And
it's a
every
dope
day on
record.
hustling.
Is it
When you hear
automatic?
that shit, yeah.
Ross gotta play
but
his
again,
shit.
it's like, it's not to say that shit was the most amazing shit you've ever heard that could go up
It's
against
gonna
some of
give
the
you
shit
that feel, though.
it is, but it's gonna give you that feel because it takes you back somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes
Chainz
you
got
back
some
to-
records though. Chainz got some records. I ain't gonna take that from him. But
He
when it
do,
comes
absolutely.
to
Ross.
Rose, as we call him now, you know what I'm saying? A nigga that has controversy behind the name change, behind all kinds of shit. And then when you, just like he said, when you think about that Hustling record, I don't only think about Rick Ross and that Hustling record. I think about Cat Williams as well, because he took that record to a whole nother level just coming out to it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Every day I'm hustling though, like that Ross, I think is what is why they even put that matchup together. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because of the because of the younger Ross. The younger Ross wasn't making the music he make now. This shit more poetic now. It's more musical
the
now.
The shit about Ross though, man, is that nigga's music be orchestrated.
Exactly,
Like,
it's more poetic now.
That's what them 2 Chainz records, as dope as they are. When you hear certain shit, it's a cinematic behind that shit. So if you saying what record is greater than, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna go to Ross on too many of them answers. You know what I'm saying? Because he's killing that shit. He's saying some crazy shit on it.
I
You know what I'm saying?
only want to
And
hear
then the beat
I only
is
want to hear
mad.
2 Chainz and
You got a little cuz.
I'm gonna tell you why Ross is gonna win. And I'm gonna piggyback off of what you're saying. Ross' production is
It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Production alone, right?
Before Ross say a word,
Runners,
that
bro?
shit, that beat drop.
The
The Runners, Justice League,
Justice Leagues.
everybody laced them. Ross is probably number 3
No
in the
ID.
best beat. You know what I'm saying? Best
Yeah.
beat picker in hip hop.
His production is
Top 3.
Like
Yeah.
That's fact.
2 Chainz production is.
Who else up there? Who else up there?
I
Somebody
really
on it?
wanna hear
Down
2
south
Chainz in a
nigga
strip
like
club,
that.
bro.
He's at
Sorry.
the port
Yeah.
of Miami.
That's just where I'm at with it.
Like who else up there since you on that topic? Who got the best like beat picking? Ross in there, Jay picked the
That's
best
who I
beats.
would want to see. I want to see a Ross and a J man.
Dope ass beat.
Jay.
Yeah.
Fire beats, 50.
Whack, bro.
Who else picked?
Nas known for picking like.
Yeah, Nas known for
He got a
that.
lot of, and the shit about it is when you picking like 20 Nas records, it's like they got to be a certain kind of record. I feel like he got too many joints where it's like, yeah, in this one we did with a
Nah, Nas got a hard 20.
Yo,
He got a crazy
you know
20.
who low-key
But he might pick some shit that
Yeah.
He
you know what I'm
might
saying?
fuck it
You
up.
know who low-key
Yeah, that's
got
because
good
he's
beats
used to
though?
picking bad beats. So he might think
Freeway.
that shit is hard.
Freeway, low key. He picks good beats, yo. I would put him in the top
I
5.
think J. Cole picked good beats.
J. Cole, yeah, he make his own shit.
He make his
though.
own
He
shit.
make a lot of
He
his
damn
own
near, he
Him
damn
and
near made
Chris.
all them shit.
Him and Crit, they all
I
do
thought
their-
Ghostface picked good beats. Nah, man,
But
like,
they was all
Ghost-
like a lot of them joints was the same though. When
What, Ghost joints?
When you heard a Ghostface record,
Nah, Ghost ain't had the same type of sound.
Nah,
he was
did.
a little bit
Shit,
different.
me.
He did.
Nah,
I know
he
a
was
Ghost
different.
record when I hear it.
That was just a good little side topic though. Just, you know what I mean?
Nah, Jay-Z though and Rick Ross would be kind of like at the top. Of
I would
that
much
shit,
rather see
man.
Ross and Tip. You know what I'm saying? I think Tip can probably match him on some of those musical records.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
man.
And
I like that a lot
I think
better.
Ross and Tip would probably be better than Ross and Chainz.
Yeah.
Chainz still got hits though.
Yeah,
I would
he
like to
definitely
see him
got
verse somebody.
He
You
definitely
put
got hit.
Change the Future.
Future
Chainz
eat him,
and
bro.
Future.
Future get that nigga for real.
Future got hits, bro.
I don't know, man.
They could go back and forth.
They could go back and
I like that one better.
People sleep on Ross, man.
I like that one better.
I had
2
2
Chainz.
Chainz versus Luda.
Chainz, but nah,
I
Luda
hear you smoke
Luda,
there.
Luda
too.
already.
He get smoked
I would
too.
feel like you should have-
smoke.
Yeah.
Nelly.
Nelly.
Luda just smoked that one.
Son, like, why did that even
Nelly.
happen? yo?
Yeah, that was a bad
He
look.
started off when his live came on, when you was waiting for that time to go off for the battle to start. This nigga live came on and he's playing I Feel Like Slapping a Nigga Today.
Yeah.
Smack
Oh
a
no,
nigga today.
Luda gonna fuck with
hey,
you. Yeah,
Luda was theatrical.
He
was
was never
theatrical.
already lost at that point.
Yeah.
He coming out like this. Like,
Yeah, it was
Nelly
a
lost
rapper.
from the
It was a
jump.
rapper.
That nigga got
Nelly's not
fast,
that
strong
kind of
joint.
artist.
Yeah,
Nelly a feature artist. That's right.
Overall though, man, I
He's a
really,
white
really
person
fuck with the
artist.
with the
Same
versus
shit, yo.
movement, bro. And I was watching well, I ain't stop watching, but I was just scrolling on Instagram today, and I saw Timbo really pushing for this Mary J. Blige versus Mariah Carey. And we talked about this shit a couple weeks ago on the podcast, man. But this shit actually could happen, yo. Who y'all got, my nigga?
I don't know.
Mariah Carey versus Mary J. Blige.
MC.
Are they performing like Snoop and them did?
Nah.
Okay,
they
because I was
going
about to
song
say
for song.
Mariah would lose because she cannot sing no more.
She can't
but,
sing live.
But her catalog, I
Catalog,
think she's
right.
like
Catalog.
Smoke Mary.
I think
bro.
everybody in here would
No,
choose
bro.
Mary
I don't
because it's
know
a hip hop
about
vibe.
But see,
I don't know about
I'm
They
looking
don't
at
take-
the technicality.
They don't
bro.
take away Mariah Carey from her
That's the
hits.
thing. That's another one of them things where it depends on one of them kind of battles. You gotta be specific. Is it a vocal battle or is it a
hits
battle? Is it
Hits
you know what I'm saying?
hits
Because
battle.
when you
Yeah, the hits battle.
That's the rules for everybody shit though, right?
That's why to me at the same time Mary J and Mariah, while they're two big category, like they super artists in their own right, but they don't mesh well together. To me, the only person that could have went with Mariah is Whitney, and Whitney's gone, so they need
That's a better
because because of the type
because
of
the ballads, they sing ballads and shit like that versus
they music together is a better pick.
I had to say Mary.
So who would you put with Mary though?
That's the problem.
Who would you put with Mary?
That's the problem. When you take out Mary, there's nobody else.
No, I would put Mariah too because she stepped into that lane when she started messing with Puff.
She got the pop records.
She got Jay-Z right here.
Yeah, when she got away from Tony Mottola, her sound changed.
And that's what I'm saying.
She had to jump with ODB. Come on, y'all know that's the classic.
That was when she got away from Tony
Mariah could.
Yep. Yeah, when she got away from him, her whole style.
Facts. It was.
She ain't working with JD and all that.
She did American Bandstand type shit.
But that's when she made her best music when she was, you know what I mean, coming out the box and shit. You know what I mean? But with that being said, that's why if it is gonna be like a Mary and goddamn
then it gotta be from the point where she left from Tony
right. It gotta be like a certain kind. You gotta make specifics.
Like late Mariah. It can't
because it's records that Mariah can play up against goddamn Mary J, and the battle will be neck and neck. It's certain
like the Vision of Love and the early Mariah. Those joints are still hits. Those are still hits, man.
She got big hits.
They still hits, but what I'm saying is, as far as who we have available and the iconic stars, as far as these R&B divas, I feel like to make it fair, Mariah Carey should only be able to use her catalog after she left Tony Mottola.
Nah.
Cause all of those songs, like Mary don't got those kind of songs.
It was all ballads.
It was a different.
But Mary got a long career though for his hits though. Mary's still making hits in goddamn 2009, 2010,
I think Mary got it hands down.
Still, so is.
I think Mary got it hands down.
Mariah ain't made no shit since that Gucci Mane shit.
She be making the Christmas song.
She be
That ain't no hits.
Mariah be getting it on the low.
Niggas not hit.
When she drops some shit, when Mariah drops some shit,
she's selling.
She got people that's waiting for her to drop.
Hits though. She's selling.
She got some shit. She ain't making hits like
got
that.
hits.
Her last hits was with JD in like 05.
Yeah, exactly. Like
her last
05.
hits was when the cannon was hitting.
She got shit after 05. She got shit after 05.
No, she do, but they slim.
Her last album got crack on the low. You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of her last album?
I couldn't tell you.
Ah.
That's because I smoke and shit. Like, tomorrow I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Nah, you done Googled that shit by then.
Facts though. I couldn't tell you because it did slip by me. But it, you know what I'm saying? It's a joint. It got Mariah type records on it that you do fuck with. As a project, it's not what you want to hear from her.
Her voice fucked up too though.
But is she beating Mary? That's the
no way.
She's
not beating Mary.
She's not gonna see Mary in that because she got too many joints, yo.
She's not beating Mary.
I can't call that.
She just got too many joints.
Mary got too much.
I can't call that
Mary, man.
Yeah,
I got
Mary
what's the next joint screen, man?
He calling Mary because he from New York.
Nigga, Mary got
I'm
too
gonna go
much.
with I'm going with Mary because
Master
again
P
it depends
documentary.
what Mariah is gonna play, yo, and I don't see Mariah playing the right records, you know what I'm saying, up against Mary. Who's gonna
Can't nobody play the right records.
To me, Swizz didn't do DMX justice in my opinion for the records that he did.
Nah.
He could have played a whole bunch of other shit.
Cause those white people hits that we didn't like probably
those were the ones that
got him there.
Yeah.
That's my fault again because again, I don't
everything.
be watching that shit for hits, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it be shit that be B-sides that be better than they hits.
Yeah, like he
That's
played
different.
ATF
That's-
and
no,
joints
that's-
like that.
yeah,
Yeah, but who
That's
was
a
gonna
hip hop
get those?
backpacker shit. This are like
I feel
national
you.
stage.
Yeah.
I
On a big
now they done
stage.
put that shit on
What up to
Apple.
like 2 million?
Yeah, it was up to like
Yeah, that's major. That's like one of the most ever.
And think about it. Think about if you was on a stage and it was 2.4 million people.
That'd be loud as hell, yo.
That's crazy.
But with that being said, it's
That is
more
crazy.
people I think they should pay homage to, even time frames in which they should pay homage to. And like in my mind, I don't know if y'all niggas can handle a MC Light and Queen Live battle, yo. Like, cause
Queen Latifah
reality,
with
son. But they both got records, like they got projects worth of records. You know
it would be a fun battle though.
And
I get it with the errors.
And for the new, you know what I'm saying, for the new school and shit, they would see that, yo, niggas was going in back then, yo. Like it was, they always wanted to bring up the conversation of, oh yeah, but what about the hip hop? Like always bring that shit up. You know what I'm saying? But it's the kind of
Now that you
push that
mention
shit to the side.
now that you mention that, after the DMX Snoop battle, Fat Joe was on IG Live with KRS-One.
Okay.
I saw
He was
it.
just telling me about that.
KRS-One, I don't know if anybody else saw this,
I
but
saw it.
he basically out there and said he would smoke LL Cool J.
I heard about that.
I ain't hear about
And
that.
I was like,
that
no.
would be a
No.
good
I'm gonna have to
fight.
say nothing they know, my
I
brother.
Hell
take-
nah.
Can you imagine KRS saying
I
anybody
take
can
Chris
smoke
over everybody, but I always say the only person who might be able to motherfucking punch Chris in his shit is motherfucking Cool J. Only because Cool J battle skills
And
is
Rakim.
different. Nah, not Rakim. Rakim he's not a battle MC.
Rakim can smoke
dope.
KRS too though.
Rakim is
Straight
lyrically
like that.
dope.
Yeah,
That
he a cool
lyrically
nigga.
dope
Yeah.
shit.
Rakim a cool ass.
Don't mess around in a battle arena. A battle arena is different.
No, KRS-One got
But
some joints. I ain't even
KRS
afraid. He got the best
KRS
battle
got
song
hella
ever.
joints, but
He's not
LL
fucking Cool James beat.
Is the
He's
greatest
not.
I'm
battle
sorry.
Bridges
ever.
over,
I
joint.
don't think nobody fucking
Greatest
with
battle.
LL.
KRS love you, but you not fucking
Jay,
with
I don't think nobody fucking with
Jay.
LL.
not fucking
around.
Ain't nobody fuck with
Jay.
LL.
Decades,
You know what I mean?
LL been
yeah.
around 40 decades. I mean, four decades. So.
Yeah.
That's how great he is. That nigga
Fact.
said 40 decades.
Nah,
40
Nah,
decades. That's what it feels like. This
Nah,
nigga been
really.
going
He been
for
around since
40
we were
decades.
kids.
He's been around
Yeah.
since
Since I was
LL.
one.
4 decades. You know what I mean? That's a
And
lot.
KRS
of time.
too though. KRS been around the same amount of time.
Right. LL sustained a lot longer.
He did.
Maybe
And he
because of
gave
the
you
movies,
hits
though.
a lot longer.
Nah,
He
wasn't
gave
even the
you hits
movies,
a lot
man.
longer.
He was that. He was
His
the
musical
face.
style, but his
Man.
musical style too.
It was
Yeah,
still females.
KRS wasn't ended up in everybody's household or on everybody's TV
Or
station
everybody's
because
radio.
He was kicking exactly. He
Yeah.
was kicking some other shit that they wasn't ready for a lot of times.
That's
so
true too.
His,
He was
his,
teaching. He was
his
teaching.
style,
25th album.
His exactly, but
His
LL was
25th
giving you
album
joints.
right now.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
super
But
great.
KRS did a lot with the school, and is that hip hop school thing that he was doing? Is that still a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
no,
of that.
KRS,
shit.
Like, he-
KRS is the teacher.
KRS is definitely the
he wrote a
teacher.
book
He
and
embedded
stuff.
in this
I mean, like
Back
KRS,
in
KRS,
the 80s,
KRS
his
is still
records
a
was-
great one, but he don't got nothing for Cool James. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
nothing
agree
for
with
Cool
you because
J,
I
dude.
mean, as much as I love KRS,
KRS
I don't think he want to smoke with LL.
The first 10
He don't want to
hit for
smoke
hit,
with
then
LL.
maybe.
Oh,
After
my
that,
God.
has several big records in every decade.
the first 10
KRS does
too.
not.
he can hang.
KRS might
Nah,
have.
he do.
He got several, but what I'm saying is, alright, boom.
Nah, he ain't had since the
You
90s.
picture the same time LL and KRS is coming up. LL was making records that include shit like Doing It, Hey Lover.
Oh, he a killer.
Goddamn, he's reaching
KRS,
a different art.
But in that
Shit,
same
but KRS
year,
never
in
has
those,
a girl song
but
that
that's
is
true.
going
But
crazy.
in those same years, KRS had the
Step Into
Rapture
My
joint,
World.
Step Into My World.
What
He had
was
the
the
MCs act
Rapture?
like they don't know.
Yep.
Right, for
With
hip
the,
hop niggas,
joint, yeah.
yes. Hip hop niggas, we
I
love
forgot about
them
those
records
records.
over
Yeah.
records that LL gave
I
us.
forgot
I
about
love them records.
Oh, what's the
Me
joint he
too.
had with the Black
do
Cop?
Spark
And that was in like what,
Magazine.
93,
Black Cop.
94?
Black Cop.
Black Cop, you
He
know
had
what
joints
I
in the
mean?
90s. He had joints in the 90s.
He got some joints.
That's where the
yeah,
mother
yeah.
stopped.
That's where it stopped.
That's where it
They
stopped.
weren't selling though. They weren't selling.
They-
No, that was
they-
major.
Gonna be playing a whole bunch of records niggas ain't never heard. That's probably popular.
LL had I Shot You.
Boys to Men.
Yeah,
And the I Shot You
Yeah.
remix
To You,
with all the
I Shot
All
You
Stars.
remix.
Yeah.
He got
And
mad
they
for
4, 3, 2,
4,
1.
3,
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
1.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
LL
That's
touched
what
all
he doing
bases. LL was touching all bases. He was
Yeah.
doing the hip hop joints that KRS was doing, like 4, 3, 2, 1 and Who Shot Ya. But he was also doing the lady joints. Like Boyz II Men is the biggest
Yeah,
voice
Hey Lover.
R&B group of all time.
Hey Lover.
And to have a single with them
Yeah,
was
that was his
major.
record.
Like
Yeah.
that shit was major. That was 96.
Yeah,
And he
nigga.
followed that up with Doing It and the joint with Total. And yeah,
he
so
was rap-
Like,
he
he
rapping
was
on it.
smashing
he touched all
Right.
bases. He touched all bases.
Smash.
What was the- what was
That don't
most
take
recent
away.
one?
That don't take away from
Baby,
KRS shit though.
What was the last
Yeah,
one?
the joint with Pharrell.
Love to love.
That's
me.
like 2000s. That's in the 2000s
He's still
right
making
there.
records.
That Pharrell joint. My mom loved that
All them
joint.
shits.
My
Yeah.
mom loved that Pharrell
Through
L.
all
Cool J joint.
decades, that nigga was punching you with big records.
Yeah.
KRS-One was killing you with shit that, yeah, we fuck with that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it was a little more.
But them
underground,
other joints,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
nigga.
KRS
them
can't
shits is
hang
getting-
for real. He ain't
KRS
got
ain't
nothing.
getting played
He
at
can't hang
cookouts.
for the catalog.
KRS ain't getting played at cookouts.
Oh,
you
it
can't play
depends.
Black Cop
Nah,
at the
nah.
It
Not in
depends
family
what
reunion.
cookout you go
Depends
to.
on
But
what
what I'm
cookout. The
saying is,
Bridge is Over plays everywhere.
you're right. But that one record
Not
you
really.
get played. But that you may only pick say 5 records that you would play at this cookout. That's KRS. Right off the top of your mind that you would pick.
Bridge is Over.
LL has shit from
Yeah, he
1980.
got about 20 records or better.
It's a versus is easy for LL.
It's different.
You got 20.
A versus is easy for LL.
So KRS can't just come out outright and say he gonna smoke LL.
He can't say that. But that's
I don't think LL gonna take the battle. I think LL looking for Jay-Z.
KRS being.
Oh, matter of fact, LL is looking for Jay-Z. He just can't.
LL don't want Jay though.
Who's not
looking
asking
for
for
Jay.
Jay-Z?
That would be great.
Hey, looking for Jay.
That may be enough.
Tip is asking
LL looking for Jay.
Everybody asking for Jay. You think Jay?
No, LL really wants Jay though. I just seen on this YouTube clip. He after that shit that KRS One said, he brushed that off and said he wanted Jay-Z.
But see, that's the other thing about it.
He was talking, I think, telling us some shit, huh?
That's the other thing about it. That's the one thing I don't like.
LL can hang with
The
Jay-Z.
only thing that'll keep goddamn
LL can hang with Jay-Z.
LL enough with Jay-Z is those early records when Jay wasn't around.
Exactly.
Those early records is what's gonna make this shit.
Jingling Baby,
You know what I mean?
Ran Away Girl, Mama Said Knock You Out.
That's what I want to see.
See, that's what I'm
But
saying.
it's about the versus shit.
It also depends on who knows those records though.
Everybody
that's
knows
the thing
them.
about LL being here, and there.
Man.
You got people who didn't know about him in the 80s that got up on him in the 90s. People who didn't know him about him in the 90s but got up on him in the 2000s because he's giving you these type
listen,
records.
bro. Everybody knew about LL before the 80s left out.
Facts.
White people included. Everybody.
Exactly. He was the ladies' man rapper.
Exactly.
That was his,
and he was in movies early and shit.
and he was the first rapper to be
He kept that star. power. He kept that star power.
I like LL for Hove, not KRS One.
Speaking
I feel like
of,
KRS One rocking him type nigga.
Speaking of star power, and I know we've been on the versus shit for a good little minute though, but I like that, man. It's good hip hop talk, man. But star power, I was watching on BET the other day. I don't know if any of y'all caught this, the Master P documentary. Have you caught that? Yo, go catch it. I think it come on every Wednesday on BET. It's a 5-part documentary. It's Master P and his come up with the whole No Limit shit. It's dope. It's really dope, man. If you didn't respect P before, which is crazy, but if you didn't respect him before, you definitely gonna respect him after this documentary, man. P went heads up with Suge Knight. You know what I mean? Like P.
I saw some clips from it.
P did a lot, yo. Yeah, P did a lot, man, and P did a lot on his own.
For all of that
He
shit.
made his own lane, bro.
He did a lot on his own,
You got
man.
niggas saying I want a Master P deal. Man.
Yeah, because he paved the way for that record deal shit. Like he came into it like, yo, I don't want an album deal. You know, this is my company.
Right,
You know
I got
what I'm saying?
several projects coming your way. That
Yeah.
nigga was dropping every month.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody on
it's
his team had a project.
It was shit dropping every month, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects in that month from just that record label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every week you got something to look forward to. It's a joint with a crazy ass album cover on it, which at that time, while a lot of them shits look childish, it wasn't nothing like that at that time, yo. That nigga was. They graphic team was thinking outside the box like shit.
Yeah, Snoopy
They
was
had
down
some
there for a
creative
minute.
ass packaging. You remember the No Limit CDs, like
Just to be blue.
Mac and
plastic
Dre, the
joints.
plastic
Yeah.
would be green
Yeah.
for the shit that's in the, you know what I mean?
I had
Like,
the Ghetto D. It was the orange plastic.
the orange
joint.
plastic shit.
Yeah.
Shit was
I
blue.
think C Murder shit had the red on the side of the shit.
Yeah, I remember that, yo.
Yeah,
He
like,
was
Snoop was
innovative,
down
man.
They
Snoop was
had
down there
shit,
for a minute.
bro. They
Yeah.
had shit.
That's how he got into it with Suge, though. That's how P got into it with Suge.
Over Snoop.
Yeah, over Snoop. You know what I mean? Because he pulled Snoop out of that deal in Death Row when that shit was going sour. And, you know what I mean? Suge wasn't feeling that shit. You know what I mean? But P was like, nigga, I don't fear no nigga.
Yeah, P ain't no punk.
Yeah, bro. Why don't P get enough credit, man? Why is that?
Because he's a
You know what
black entrepreneur that goddamn got to CEO status, made millions of
By
dollars,
his
and
damn self.
it wasn't never no bad money stories about P. So they trying to.
That's another thing.
Don't show him. Don't show him.
Nobody from P camp was ever like they was jerked or nothing like that.
What ain't no
You know what I
Birdman?
mean?
Ain't no Birdman shit at
None
all.
of that.
He employed mad
What no
people.
Birdman
None of
shit
that.
at all.
And he's still
He
doing it.
employed mad people.
He's still doing it.
that
He
shit,
doing
bro.
food,
Got noodles.
restaurants.
But like
Nigga got
even
the
way
roof.
before that, like that nigga was employing
Yeah, he had
mad
clothing.
people, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then the nigga came with the movies. That I got the first about it. But the nigga had his own movie
Yeah.
before niggas had their own movie and shit. For real,
That's
yo.
true, man. P should get a lot more credit, man. Shout out to Master P, man. If y'all not, you know what I mean, up to it, go catch that documentary on BET. Following that, they doing a Rough Rider joint too. They're doing a Rough Rider documentary. It's coming up. It's a 5-part joint. They doing on them right after this whole
that's
P
dope.
shit is over, man. So shout out to BET. You know what I mean, for doing something
They
for the
coming
black
back.
for the
Diz-
black folks for real.
Diz had the P Millers back in the day.
Fuck
You know what
out of
I'm
here.
saying?
Never.
Shit was hard body.
Never. I never. But that's the thing about it. I never wore P shit. But
They was not. They was nasty, yo.
P
The
shit
shits
was corny.
not-
P shit was corny, but he
It
was
wasn't
doing
the
it on his
wave,
own.
yo.
He was doing it on his own. And somebody bought it because he made some kind of bread.
I mean,
y'all niggas wanna rock the P Miller?
He had a terrible design team with that. It's like he took the same niggas that made the covers.
The album covers. Yo, make my sneakers, all my sneakers look like these album covers. It's just trash.
That's crazy, yo.
Screaming.
Shout out to Pito,
what's
man.
the other
Facts,
joints, man?
It is what it is, you know what I mean? He kept moving. That nigga making noodles and chips.
Cam and Fish on Love Beat.
That segued me to another joint too. Top rappers over 40. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all saw this, but Level it's a little joint through Medium, but they have a
I meant to read that article.
yeah, they have a little article out, and it's the top MCs, the top 40 MCs over 40, and they only judge them by their the projects they done after 40, and it's a dope read, man. Of course,
The projects they did after 40.
yeah, they only judge them on the project they did after 40. And I think it was dope, man, how they highlighted that, because MCs altogether, hip hop altogether is growing up. You know what I mean? That was the point I'm trying to make for that. Hip hop is getting older, man. Shit growing up, and the MCs over 40 is getting respect, man. They getting crazy love. They had Jay up there, #1, of course.
Definitely.
They had Pusha T up there. I think he was in the top 5. Killer Mike was in the top 5.
Okay.
Him and LP was in the top 10 for that Run the Jewels. They've been doing numbers. Styles P was in the top 10.
Okay.
And Nas in the top 5?
Yeah, Nas won in the top 5 though, because projects after 40, I think he only had 1 or 2. I mean, they going by like the projects after 40. So, I can't remember Nas' slot. You would have to pull it up. You know what I mean? You would have to pull it up and read the article. It's dope though. Like, you know what I mean? They had a bunch of people. It was hip hop people that ranked the shit. You know what I'm saying? But they said it was dope.
Was Chainz older than 40?
Chainz over. He was in there. Chainz was in
yeah,
the top
his last
10.
project, yeah.
Chainz was in the top 10.
That was, I mean, that last project was decent.
Ghostface was in the top 10, I think. Raekwon was in the top 20.
Like, what albums are they considering after 40 though? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, they only going off the albums after 40, which was
a lot
crazy.
of them niggas could only
Jay-Z
have
shouldn't
like
have been
one joint.
#1 then.
Yeah, Jay is #1.
Right.
Jay-Z shouldn't have been #1.
Only had like could have had one.
Who had better albums after him
Watch
after
the
40?
Throne. Watch the Throne was after 40.
Rock Moss is in there.
And Jay-Z last
So they
2-3
just
albums.
naming niggas who dropped the
Which one
album
you talking
After
about?
40, that's fire.
I got you.
Huh?
So
If they dropped the album after 40 and it was fire, they made that list.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Common was in
Wow.
there. Jadakiss was in there.
I wish Sean Price was
I might have got a list.
Sean
That's a strong
P.
statement.
Yes.
Wow.
R.I.P.
Damn sure got in
Wow,
there.
it's
you know.
tough.
Yeah,
yo.
Sean P. definitely would have got in there. R.I.P. to Sean P. man.
Sean Carter is nice, but Sean Price is.
Oh, he out, bro.
#1.
Yeah, they should have put Sean Price up there, yo.
Yeah, Sean, but yeah, they did a current list though, so it's all current MCs is working right now doing projects. I suggest everybody. Matter of fact, go to my Facebook page. You can catch the article. I shared the joint. I can go up there and catch it.
Who did it?
It's an article by Medium. You know what I'm saying? Medium, hip hop magazine, did the joint. But it's dope, man. It's a good little read, yo. Good little read. So we at the 30-minute mark. So we about to get right into it. Our special guest for the night, King Apocalypse, Fame P, Braata. The Braata Tape is here.
Yeah.
The shit's fire. I was just talking to you off cam about my favorite track off the album, the Hardcore Lover Team joint, and how that joint threw me off. Oh man, y'all joints is hardcore, gritty records, and that joint was for the females, but it was still hardcore and raw, and it's fire. Gets plenty of play on my playlist for sure.
Yeah, that's that shit.
What made y'all put this project together? And I'm gonna ask both of y'all. I'm gonna ask King in a second, man. We're gonna swap y'all seats. But what made y'all put this project together, man? And what inspired the whole Braata movement? You know what I mean, to begin with.
Well, that's really on LG. For those that don't know, that's King Apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? That's the home team name and shit. But yeah, he pretty much put this Braata shit together. Like he reached out to me, not even a reach out, because we was already on some be brothers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We both come from, you know what I mean, this little super group out here. You know what I'm saying? The Virginia, the Takeover. You know what I mean? We like 9 MCs. You know what I'm saying? There's producers. 9, 10 is like the base, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like some Wu shit for real, pretty much, when you got your core members, and then there's niggas that is part of that shit that y'all, you know what I mean, y'all all linking. It was more so like a brotherhood, you know what I mean? We was out here doing shows, you know what I mean? We got a lot of notoriety. We was rocking shows at the Nova and shit. We was dropping drugs tapes, which they all on Bandcamp. That's takeover757.bandcamp.com.
Nice,
it's 4 drugs
shit.
tapes. Yeah, it's 4 drugs tapes out there. Go and get those drugs, get addicted and all that. But we part of that crew, you know what I'm saying? And doing all the shows and shit, he know how I get off, I know how he get off, you know what I'm saying? We always mesh, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's like boom. Ray and Ghost in the Woo, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much like the divide me and L got, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So it's like out of that whole clique, you know what I mean? Me and L put this thing together. He really came at me, he was like, yo son, you ain't got no goddamn project yet. I'm gonna get your ass in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Let's put this fucking project together, you know what I'm saying? Join forces, mash up these niggas, collide and do the thing, you know what I'm saying? And what was born was this Braata project, you know what I'm saying? The Braata Tape. You can get that on all streaming platforms, you know what I'm saying? Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, Google Play, Tidal, iHeart, whatever you listen to.
All that shit, yeah.
Go get that shit.
Yeah.
Again, that's the Braata Tape, Braata Tape. You know what I mean? Check for us. We on YouTube. We just dropped the Braata Bomb Bomb video, you know what I'm saying? Back to this project, you know what I mean? L put this shit together. I hopped on board because it only made sense, you know what I mean? Like, we got a similar style. We love the same type of music. We come from the same shit, this hip-hop shit. We both got roots in New York. He's from Queens. I'm from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, originally, you know what I mean? And it's just, what we came with, we got like a little reggae-infused hip-hop thing, you know what I mean? Like, that's our thing or whatever. If you listen to the project, I can tell you, you're not going to hear nothing where it's other niggas that sound like it. It's us, and we gave you us on it. Working together, you know what I mean? We got some of the niggas that fuck with us on the outside, you know what I mean, through doing this music shit. Was sending us beats, you know what I mean? We was picking through joints and shits that we just felt like was going along with this vibe. That's what we went with. And that was the Braata Tape, you know what I mean?
Word.
What's up.
That's what's up, man. We was talking about this Braata Tape, man. It's definitely a hip-hop and reggae fusion, you know what I mean? And I like the mess that y'all got. King Apocalypse, I want you to come through. Sit down with us, man. We're going to talk more about this Braata Tape. We're going to talk about the numbers that y'all doing right now with this Braata Tape. After it only being out for 2 weeks. This Friday that just passed made 4 weeks that it's been out, right? Right, yeah. And after 2 weeks, y'all have what, 5,000 plus streams?
It's coming up on the 5, you know what I'm saying? That's just Spotify, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really getting all the numbers from everything else just yet, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't really pressed on the numbers and shit. It's good to know that love is there, but we need more, because that's streaming game numbers, nigga. Like, I don't know what niggas told you on the outside, but nigga, it takes a lot of fucking streams to make some real money in that shit.
That's a fact.
So this is just them streams and shit, we love it. We want more, so again, go check all that shit out. Braata's on everything, you know what I mean? Run them numbers up on all of that shit. So we can start getting to the money. Y'all can start requesting us, come perform where y'all at, you know what I'm saying? Bring the paper, you know what I mean? We can bring the flavor, yo, straight like that, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. That's a big movement, man. We gotta support each other, man. We was talking about that, and I was telling C-Ray this shit too. Like the numbers that you get on maybe like a social media. You know what I mean? Like if you post a song or a video or something on social media, you'll get hella views, hella watches, hella listens, hella clicks, all of that. But then with YouTube, it's different. If you don't get people to like, subscribe, share on every video, you don't see the monetization at all, man.
It don't mean much of shit.
You don't. And even with the streams, it take 100,000 streams to get you $600 with I think Spotify and Apple.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
100,000 streams only make you $600. So for the MCs out there, they really think they're gonna blow the streams. You have to have that subscriptions from these people, your fan supporters. Y'all gotta really support these people, man.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
King, you ready?
You love that music, man. Go get that Braata Tape hard.
Yeah.
So y'all get that shit everywhere, yo.
Yo, Fame.
Appreciate y'all, boys.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. One half for the Braata.
Yeah.
The next half for the Braata coming through.
Oh, let me grab my tree.
My man, LG. My man, King Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Come through, sit down with us, man. We're going to talk more on this Braata Tape. You basically came up with the idea of the tape. Now, I know you for being a solo artist. I know Fame for being a solo artist. What magic did you have to get this nigga out of the crib and into the studio and get y'all on the tape, man, and get a full project out, man? How that come together?
Basically it was just the vibe that I was getting from all the shows we was doing.
Okay.
We was doing a lot of shows and going in and out of town and shit, and you know what I mean, and doing collabos with this person, doing collabos with that person, and I'm like, and I'm in the middle of doing another album. When I came to him with the Braata idea, I'm like, yo son, let's just motherfucking me and you go rock out together on some takeover shit, same way how we do on stage. We just gonna go in the studio and bring that same vibe and bring that brotherhood and shit, and we gonna motherfucking rock out and we gonna make a motherfucking project and shit, you know what I mean? And it took a little second and shit, you know what I mean? But that shit is well worth the wait, you know what I mean?
That's
for real. You know what I mean? Like cooking up Sunday dinner and shit, you know what I mean? You ain't got it on high, Mom Dude's got it on low. She been cooking it all day and shit, you been waiting. Just like that, you know what I mean? When it's time for dinner and shit, you know what I mean? Dinner is right, you know what I mean? That soul food and that shit sit good on you. You know what I mean? Shit sit good on you and shit. That's what I wanted the music to do. Let the music sit good on you and shit. You know what I mean?
I saw it for a minute, man. I saw y'all promoting it for a while. I mean, I saw a lot of people asking about the tape. Yo, when is the Braata Tape coming? I know Fame got a lot of questions like, when is the project coming? And y'all finally dropped it 2 weeks ago, and y'all doing good numbers, man. Did you expect to get the love immediately like that, like in the first 2 weeks?
No, not in the first 2 weeks, but you know what I mean. I expected the love and shit, but you know how people are, man. You know what I mean? Shit, you know what I mean? I keep it funky.
Nah, keep it funky. That's what we do here, man.
You know how people are and shit, man. You know what I mean? I got other albums and shit that done good and shit, but you know it take time and shit. You know what I mean? Somebody see your shit like, this nigga got something out. Let me scroll past it and shit. You know what I mean? Then they see somebody else sharing, but alright, well maybe it might be dope, but I'll check it out later and shit. You know what I mean? And
don't catch it till it gets steam.
Don't catch it. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Yeah. I always tell my peoples that too, man. I say niggas is not with your movement until it's moving.
Exactly.
That's
why we've been trying to, you know what I mean, build up momentum. You know what I mean? It's been hard with the with us not performing like how we used to.
Right. COVID,
you know what I mean?
Everything.
The COVID shit, you know what I mean, came through and fucked up a lot of shit. But you know what I mean? We rise above it and shit. You know what I mean? We doing shit like this. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I be promoting the music still with online freestyles and shit whenever I can and shit, you know what I mean, just to stay in people's ear and you know what I mean, keep the buzz and shit, you know what I mean.
As an artist, like I know she would probably be better at asking this question, but as an artist, like what do you think it takes now during COVID to get your music out there?
Right now, it takes for you to be on social media with everybody else, where everybody at. You need to be where you need to have your music playing where people are just coming through and watching a fucking fight video or something and shit. You know what I mean? Your music need to be on that shit.
Like a world star or something like that. Where everybody clicking that shit.
Everybody clicking that.
Your link need to be in the mix somewhere in these comments and wherever.
And to be, you know what I mean, jumping and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. When the DMX Snoop Dogg battle I'm going, if you can see the live credits going through, you'll see I put the Braata link to the, you know what I mean, inside there. Even though I was bigging up Snoop and you know what I mean, because both of them the dog is the red end of the blue dog. You know what I mean, the blue and the red pill. So
our engineer does that all the time, man. If it's ever something major on live, our engineer would definitely go on live and put in a This What It Is podcast link and punch it a bunch of times. Too.
I did it to the RZA and Premiere joint for my other album that I put out before the Braata album. I put a solo album out called Herbie Love Bug Star Ski and shit. You know what I mean? I put that shit.
Yo,
man.
that's a low key marketing scheme.
Right.
See, you got people up on that right there. That's a low key marketing scheme, yo.
I'm giving this dope to everybody.
I'm trying to be in a place to be where everybody at. You know what I mean? Because I knew everybody was gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody gonna get the replay. Somebody paying attention to the comments.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Somebody may be nosy enough to, you know what I mean, hit that link.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Especially when there's 2 million people watching.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not, right?
Why not?
Why not? That's a hell of a month.
10%. That's 100,000 clicks, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
That's 200,000 clicks.
And they like that Braata Tape. You know what I mean? That's me. You know what
Somebody
I mean?
might click on it by accident, and next you know you got clicks. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit though. Well, I be on Instagram a lot, man. I be on social media. I be scrolling through shit. I be catching it. And I did catch this this Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah, this is my arena.
Oh man,
This boxing thing, this is my arena right here.
Son.
How y'all feel about that?
See, I'm gonna let you go first. This is your thing. Go. You tell me how you feel, then I'm gonna give you my take. Yo.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. When you see 2 old niggas fighting on World Star, you laughing at them niggas. When you see 2 young niggas at spring break, you like, damn, that was a good uppercut. These 2 old niggas either gonna kill each other or fuck each other or hurt they goddamn selves. Listen, like this is gonna be the supreme exhibition match of the century. It's something to do in a COVID situation where there's nothing to do.
This fight ain't gonna be worth a damn.
It ain't gonna be worth a damn.
Mike look good, though.
I mean, they look
great.
Look, I'm a gym rat as well. It feels good in the gym. It looks great in the gym. But when you in a ring with a motherfucker, you haven't been in a ring for a time. Especially these 2 fighting styles, they clash in styles. So Roy Jones isn't gonna let Iron Mike get close to him, and Iron Mike ain't gonna chase Roy Jones around for the whole. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a whole lot of.
Cause see, look, I think listen, it's some rules and some stipulations to it.
They can't knock each other down.
They can't knock each other out. They can't knock each other out.
2 knockout artists.
No, listen, the
2
rules,
knockout
the
artists.
rules I mean, you gotta feel. Yo, Mike catch him solid, bro, with anything I saw him throwing in them practices, boy is out, boy is asleep. So to keep these 8 rounds, to keep us entertained for the full 8 rounds, I think that's a good little rule to keep niggas from knocking each other out. Just let them box.
DJ, you gonna get disqualified.
No, I don't think Mike gonna go crazy. Mike off that. Mike off that. I want to see him box though. Just give me a couple rounds of entertainment.
How old is Mike now?
They peaked 54.
I seen the interview. He was like,
Mike
man,
54. Roy Jones is 51.
Alright.
So there you go.
Hey, look, I tell you about this. With 2 greats like that, 2 champions like that, somebody actually is gonna get caught. They probably gonna stop it, and they gonna get mad. This is Roy Jones you talking about, B.
Roy Jones don't get punched, man.
Roy Jones don't get hit. So if Roy Jones hit Mike Tyson, Mike's gonna get mad.
Mike is the man still.
I heard back in the day, y'all 2 New York niggas.
End up and hit that face.
That's it. Listen, if Mike get him with a body, if Mike get that body,
yeah, because you know his
y'all, both y'all from
body
New
shot.
York. Y'all 2 New York niggas. I heard they used to say Mike coming. You know what I'm saying? Like Brooklyn, Mike coming. Yo, this is a scary thing. So you touch a killer, man, you gonna get killed, man. And I'm telling you, somebody gonna get mad. I used to get mad. I couldn't slap box. I wasn't a slap box guy. You hit me too hard, we fight. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yo, so you think that's Mike? You think Mike still got that in him and he gonna snap?
What you talking about, man?
I don't think Mike wrestled that.
Mike wrestled a Bengal tiger.
That was bullshit. That was bullshit. You think Mike won it still? Fame? What you think? Fame? Mike got it?
I'm trying to figure out how Mike
didn't Mike
holds
beat
back
man up or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Nah,
he not gonna hold it back. He'll still hit him.
So how do you fight if you can't knock somebody out or like? You don't control that.
Like if he hit him and he knock him out, then they gonna stop it.
It's gonna get hot.
It's more
they ain't gonna let him keep going. They're not gonna let him go. If he knock Roy out, that's it.
I ain't seen niggas get knocked out in sparring.
He broke the rules. He might not get his check if he knocked Roy out.
Not real.
So they not wearing headgear or nothing?
What if they say
yeah. They got headgear and all that? Okay, well
it might get heated then. It might get a lot heated with headgear.
He gonna knock him down. He gonna knock him down.
He's gonna make sure you feel it even with that fucking head.
I'm gonna hit you harder.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hit you harder with the headgear on because I know I'm not, you know what I mean? You gonna reach, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more than you reach without your protection.
And you knock niggas out in the spar, yo.
You get knocked out with the headgear, yo.
You can get knocked out with the
headgear. You get punched inside your head, you
niggas is out. You know what I mean? So how do they hold back? I don't understand.
So is the fight gonna be worth a damn at all, or is it, you know what I mean?
I don't want to see nobody in the ring smiling, yo. Like if I see niggas smile, like
but it'd be some shit like if Roy Jones like catch a flashback and
Dazzle him. That's what I'm saying.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If he bing, bing, bing him, Mike gonna go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Man,
but
Mike is just gonna get mad, son.
It might be mad, bro.
Who has knocked Mike Tyson out, my nigga? Besides Buster Douglas, who's bing 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 that caught Mike?
Lennox Lewis.
I feel like he might be more in shape now.
yeah.
He might be more in shape now.
Oh yeah, he did.
What you
He
mean,
beat Mike
man?
up.
He had Mike
beat Mike up. He had the reach,
like
bro.
beating a little
He had the
nigga.
reach.
And Roy
That
Jones
nigga
got
was like
the reach.
6'5".
Roy Jones got the reach.
6'5".
That nigga,
like 5'8",
Mike couldn't
you know
get
what I
in
mean?
with his moves. Man.
Yo, Lennox
Screaming.
Lewis beat the brakes off Mike B.
Screaming.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
beat the brakes off Mike. I love Mike Tyson. I love boxing.
You know he was
what I'm
giving
telling
up.
you is, like, this is gonna be, it is gonna be like Cuz said, it's gonna be too playful, or somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And for real, I love what Showtime's doing with boxing right now. They bringing it back. It's I want to say the first fight amidst this COVID shit was Shakur Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
He had a fight. He won. Great up and coming fighter. But I love what Showtime is doing. Showtime is bringing the Charlos back. Showtime is bringing a lot of up and coming boxers. A lot of boxers that got names back out in the arenas.
Facts,
And I'm saying, I don't know if it's gonna be a full fan felt kind of thing, but I big up the Showtime for bringing boxing back.
Yeah, boxing is coming back though,
Yeah.
man. I do see that a lot. ESPN doing it too.
Word.
ESPN bringing, they have a lot of good fights every week too. You know what I mean? So for us, is missing out on our sports, man. You know what I mean?
HBO, y'all losing a
for us
lot of
missing out on
money.
our sports, we got
A
that.
lot of money, HBO.
Speaking of sports, man, us missing out. NBA is back.
Yeah.
How y'all feel? How y'all feel about that, man? The NBA back. I watched all the games so far. It's a little dry, but it's still
That's
NBA,
what I'm
man.
saying.
It's a little dry, yo.
That shit look like NBA Jam, dog.
NBA, it look like a video
It
game.
look like NBA
But
Jam.
it's better than nothing, though.
Yeah, it's
It
better
is
than nothing.
better
I'm still
than
excited
nothing.
about
It
it.
is better
I'm
than
still
Look at
excited about
us.
it.
Look at us. We settling like fuck. Yeah, it's better than
I
nothing.
mean, it's better than nothing, but I like for real, I'm not. It's a phony ass season, dog. Like,
Yeah.
This what happens at the end of this shit don't mean shit to me, yo.
So
It's like niggas had two
asterisks on it.
Yeah, it's like niggas had 2 off seasons in one season. Like, you know what I mean? That changes shit. Off season shit that happens in the off season, it ain't the same exact squads. You know what I'm saying? Like something's different about these niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas who wasn't playing before, injuries is gone now and shit. Like,
Yeah,
shit
that's
is,
true.
you know what I
That's
mean?
true.
I
A lot
take
of people
back all
opted out,
fresh.
too.
Yeah,
A lot of
like-
people opted
Like
out
a
and
video
didn't wanna
game.
play.
Yeah,
That's why it's just like NBA Jam.
like somebody press reset.
It
Like,
ain't
all right,
even
let's
2K.
go.
It's just NBA Jam. So
I tell you
LeBron
this
is doing
much. If I
NBA
was
Jam
involved,
shit all
if
day.
I had any hands on this NBA shit, I would have made you niggas pay for this shit. I would have put it on an app. Y'all had to pay $9.99.
Like,
to get
if
your
you
face on
wanna
the
see
screen.
it,
Like,
yeah.
do you think they gotta pay for this? Like, they
Graham
probably
say what
do.
up, yeah.
Oh, that's it right
What up,
there.
what up?
Yeah, you gotta. Those is actual people in the stands right there. Like
Really?
that screen. Those are people
Yeah,
sitting in
they
front of their
log
computers
in,
right now.
but it ain't. It's free though. I think it's free. I think you just log
I'd
into the
make you
NBA
pay.
app.
I'd make you pay to
See
get
now,
on
look.
ABC.
See, look.
That shit
Tap,
retarded.
tap to cheer. Go to NBAapp.com. Boom. You get the NBA app. You can get on screen.
Shit, I ain't
and
even know that.
be on the game.
Well, see, yeah.
Clap
They
to
make money.
cheer.
Fucking
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Clap
there,
to
son.
cheer.
Yeah, tap on the app and you can. You know what I mean?
Who hears that, dog? Does that get the players
Alright.
amp when you hit the chair button
I guess
on
it
your app?
does, yo. I guess it does, because I actually when it's up, you can hear it. It's like a fake crowd in there.
These niggas is hooping though, for real.
Yeah, they
It look
balling.
like it look like
These
AAU
niggas are
ball for
balling
real.
like they couldn't wait to get back on the
Every
court.
game is going down to the last shot. I
Son,
know that's
they
for sure.
all
so-
they all balling like they couldn't wait to get back on the court.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
everybody
been
balling.
hungry.
Everybody's
They
balling
shows.
hard.
They
You know what I
been
mean?
hungry.
They ball like that. in the
But is it
NBA.
really? Is it dry though? It's just dry, man. No crowds,
It
no,
is,
no
yo. It's-
interaction. You don't see Jack Nicholson at the Laker games.
James Harden out that bitch looking like James Evans.
It's like at this point,
Yo, half these niggas shaved up, half these niggas still grimy.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad, but it's good.
I mean,
It's
and then
bad,
think
but it's
about
good.
the money that these niggas is losing playing this shit, yo. Like,
Everybody losing money, man.
They lose money if they don't play.
everybody. But damn, them niggas got bread. They be alright. But you know, well, all these niggas got bread. But you figure the arena, nigga, ain't nobody buying tickets to shit.
They
Like,
ain't selling no
I'll be
beer.
goddamn if I hit the pay button, subscribe button to watch you on my phone when the TV's right here.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, it's true.
Like that's just some other shit. Like now, if they want to take it off TV, I can see how they make money that way. Because if you really want to watch the game, you'll get this app.
Yeah, you'll
you
pay
can
for it.
Chromecast it if you
that's
want
what I'm
to.
saying. That's
Like
what I'm saying.
I can dig that, but
You know
for the
who's
rest
really
of us, that
hurting
shit's
though?
free.
You know who's really hurting though? The popcorn man.
Facts.
Yeah, people like
the niggas in the
real
concession.
shit though. The concession people, because a lot of those shits are like private owned. You know what I mean? Well, of course not. Some of them are like Budweiser and whatever. They work for the company or work for the arena. But some of them joints is like private owned little spots, man.
And those people get money, man. Like shit, that shit's expensive. Anytime you go to before the circus got fucked up, my kids always want some light up shit, some sweet shit, some other shit, because everybody else got one, so they clean it up.
Any arena, anywhere, you spending $100 if you want. You're having some real fun. You know what I mean? That's beers, food.
Exactly.
Don't take your shorty. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? You're gonna spend.
You need mementos. You gotta have mementos.
Yeah. You gotta have some souvenirs to say you went to the game,
mementos.
a hat, a jersey, some shit like that. So it's crazy, man.
You know, niggas that had season passes was sick, yo.
Oh,
do you think they got refunds?
Hell no.
It's like, you know what, the NBA is so funny is they probably didn't give refunds and they just saying
next year.
Next year.
They probably say just come next season. We'll get you a seat.
They probably discounted that though.
But it's like, do they let you come for the duration of games that was left, or do you get your whole season shit back, or you know what I'm saying?
Man, they better redeem this shit when it's cool.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I mean, like for real, when it comes to sports, you can shit on the fans because they love the sports. They gonna come back anyway. You know
However they could get it.
It's just like you said with the drugs tapes, you know what I'm saying? Get addicted. They niggas, then if them motherfuckers said you can only watch basketball through cable and you gotta pay for a basketball package, niggas is gonna get that. They love this shit.
A la NBA TV.
They gonna get
you gotta pay for that channel to get the games. And people do it. NFL packages, all that.
You gonna get
sure
it.
Sports and cash cow.
You see how happy motherfuckers be in football season when you come to their crib and they tell you, yeah, we watching all the games.
Yeah, they love to have it at their house.
Nah, real shit though. Sports and
niggas
cash
wouldn't
cow,
have friends without that shit. Like, it's the only reason why niggas come to their crib. They got the big TV.
Because you got all the
and
games.
their wife got snacks and shit. Like,
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
fact.
I'm trying to get that hit song that play inside the arena
Facts,
while they balling and shit.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
That's major.
I can hear you ain't ready in there, bitch. Like,
Yeah, that's major key, man.
Just
I
go
want
to
to
shit.
I want to salute y'all,
Y'all
man.
gonna make me lose my mind all
I
day.
definitely want to salute y'all for the movement and the tape. Like I said, I listen to it. I'm about to put my co-host on to it. Get him familiar with the music, man. Both of y'all projects.
You saying that hardcore lover thing is your joint.
That's my joint.
That's what's up, yo.
Yo, if y'all have clicked on their album, if y'all have heard their tape, go to the Hardcore Lover Team. That's my joint. Yo, I'm gonna play it when the podcast is over. That's how fire it is. Like, real shit, man. I really salute y'all brothers, man, for coming out, man.
Crummy Beats on that.
Oh, Crummy did that?
Yeah, Crummy Beats did that, yo. Funkin' 4-5.
Shout out to Crummy Beats.
Big fact.
Shout out to Crummy Beats. Hey, listen, if you watch it too, man, trying to get you on the podcast, man. This is major. Alright, but yeah, man.
I can holler at Funk and 4-5 for you.
That's what's up. Look, plug me in. See, gotta get look. Who you know, man?
They need to be down here. You know what I mean? Tell their story. You know what I mean?
Man, look, yeah, because they originated from here, right? Like Portsmouth, I think it was.
Nah, Norfolk.
Norfolk. Okay.
Norfolk.
Yeah. And they major right now. If y'all don't know about Crummy Beats, go follow them on the gram.
Yeah.
They funny as
One
shit.
of them, Funk from Norfolk and Rise out of Virginia Beach.
Okay.
4-5 out of Virginia Beach.
Word,
you know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, yo, the beat is fire. The lyrics is fire. Hardcore Lover Team, that's my joint. It's a couple other joints I like up there too, but that one's a standout record, man.
Yeah,
so
I gotta catch up.
Love, man.
Yeah, man.
Big time, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all coming through. One more time, go get
we
that
appreciate
Braata
you
Tape.
having us, you know what I mean?
Salute,
yeah.
Having us on the motherfucking camera in front of the people.
Yeah.
Go get that Braata Tape, you know, that Braata Tape all over the place. You know what I mean? That red, black, and green, and gold. You know what I mean? Every album sold or streamed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yep. You know what I mean? Hey, look, man, I'm glad y'all came out, talk hip hop with us, man. It was a pleasure having y'all on. Next week we back for sure, man. We got the trap and R&B soul queen herself, Chantel Diverse, is on the podcast next week, man. So make sure y'all tune in again next week, man, for sure. It's the Diz What It Is podcast. Go and follow us, subscribe, like. Go to our YouTube page at School of Fish. Man, you can type in Diz What It Is on YouTube, man. Go and watch all these videos here. If you don't catch them good on the live, they look great in 4K on the YouTube video. Go to anchor.fm. I got the link in my bio. C got the link in his bio.
Everything.
Go and catch up on the old episodes, man. We here each and every Sunday. It's the Diz What It Is podcast, man. We out.
One.